Hello, this is my final comp sci project in which I decided to make an RPG battle system, a turn-based battle system, and I did so in AWS. Originally, I wanted to check other coding languages or applications, but I decided that AWS and Java would be the easiest to work with because it's what we've been learning all year. And so just a quick run. You can pick your name, and then you can pick paths which correspond to difficulty, and then you have three different options, although you aren't able to use items in the first battle. However, after you defeat the first enemy, you then roll what are supposed to be slot machines, and then you get a random item from an item pool. And so you've got the Goblin Potion, I use item, and then I select it, and then it has different varying effects, and so in this case I got lucky and the enemy became way weaker. And then I could also heal if I wanted to. But yeah, I haven't taken a lot of damage, so I set it so that you don't waste any healing. I do have a lot of code here. I have 500 lines, but a lot of it is just copy and pasting if statements or chunks of code, so it is kind of inflated. And then I do have a player class and a enemy class, which the enemy changes based on the different paths to change difficulty. It scales in difficulty, but the player stays the same, but there are different methods that you can use to change either their stats or different items. I'm not sure if you saw, but there's also a miss chance for both sides to miss attacks, just to make it a bit more interesting than just hitting attack over and over. There's also critical hits as well. And then here's the item pool, and just generally a challenge that I encountered with this whole project was just that I kind of was wanting to do too much with with just considering it's a text-based game. And even though I had a lot of time to work on some of these, I realized that I didn't want to add all the features that I was thinking of. Like, originally I was going to add 20 different upgrades, in which these upgrades are also ideas from various friends, so thank you to them. But originally I was going to add like 20 different upgrades, but that would have been way too much, so I just narrowed it down to 7. And yeah, they just all have it's just randomized which one you get. And they all have various effects. But they implementing each of them, like using them and then making sure you can't use them multiple times in a row, that was definitely just the hardest, the entire upgrade system as a whole. But if I had more time on this project, I would definitely, first of all, I would check if I can maybe switch to like Unity or something, see if I can add graphics. And also, I would try to improve the upgrade system, like making it more streamlined, because my code is just a bunch of if statements right now, as well as adding more upgrades in general. Thank you for listening.